Good evening everyone. My topic is about bioinformatics. Big data, health informatics at bioinformatics ay ang ilan sa mga salitang maririnig ninyo ngayong gabi. Ano ang bioinformatics? Bakit ito mahalaga? At kung paano maaari natin gamitin ang bioinformatics upang malutas ang mga ilang problema na nararanasan natin sa araw-araw. Ang mga ito ay ilan lamang sa mga katanungan na maaari nating subukang i-address sa ating lesson. In 1799, natuklasan ng French soldier ang isang Egyptian tablet na naglalaman ng hieroglyphic na kilala bilang Rosetta Stone. Ang pagkakatuklas na ito ay groundbreaking dahil ito ay nagpapakita ng script ng lumang wikang Ehipsyo na kung saan ay batay sa Griego. Hindi ma-encode ng mga scholar ang hieroglyphic na ito dahil hindi nila ito kayang basahin, kahit na sila lahat ay nag-aral ng classical language ng Griego. Naging matahimik ang lahat, ngunit sa pananahimik na ito ay naging simbolo ng isang bagong buhay at kultura ng Ehipsyo para sa sumusunod na milenyo. Ngayon, nakakaharap natin ang mga hamon at pagkakataon na katulad ng Rosetang Bato. Ito ay mula sa isang language na gumagana sa human language at mga malaking bilang ng mga volume na nakasulat dito. Ito ay ang language ng DNA. DNA contains blueprint for every biological process of every living thing on Earth. And even the small defect in genes code can cause devastating health consequences. Understanding how genes work, both individual and each other, is crucial to develop of 21st century personalized medicine. However, the problem is that even the actual have the organism DNA in front of us, it is not possible to sweep through with it and army people to understand it. It is often not easy to tell an individual genes, thus even more difficulty to test out subtle influence that multiple genes have each other. But answering those kind of questions is fundamental to attacking the root cause of genetically influenced diseases. Today, new high-throughput technology bring unprecedented opportunity for life science research. They allow us to the new data never seen before, to study new questions impossible to study before, and the discovery of new phenomena unimaginable before. Now we can sequence not only one person's genomes but also many different people's genomes. This allowed us to study genetic differences between different people genome scales as well as many other questions of and population genetics. At the same time, we can also study genetic differences between patient and normal control to find genetic mutation responsible for some one of the diseases. In addition to the human genomes, over 1,000 trillion base pair from over 165,000 species had been sequenced by the end of 2013. Just reading them would take 30 million years. Life science data is not a big size but also growing exponentially. This figure shows the number of nucleotide sequence and is stored in the GenBank database over the years. The number of nucleotides had been increases exponentially since 1982, doubling every 20 months. What that is mean? It means that the data deposit in the GenBank in the next 20 months from now on, as much as the data have been exist in the history of human till today. At the same time, the sequencing cost had been decreasing every year. The past few years had been seen even steeper growth of sequencing data. The reason is the next generation sequencing technology had been developed and the use more and more wide in all areas of life science. Next generation sequence technology can sequence one person genomes in one day with less than $2,000. Just think about what existing discovery this never seen before data may contain. Other than sequence data, other high throughput technology such as proteomic, metabolomic, and etc. had been also generates a large variety of data. With a great opportunity comes great challenging. The huge amount of data required efficient method. Exponential growth required scalable method. The low signal to noise ratio required accurate method. And handling multiple types of data requires data integrative methods. These are the significant technical challenges, but it depends on how we look at it. Technical challenges can also mean opportunity for technical innovation. That birth and growth of bioinformatics had been driven by this opportunity and challenges. As you may be able to realize by now, the integration between life science and computer science is inevitable and the result of birth and growth of the field of bioinformatics. Bioinformatics can be defined as the interdisciplinary field that develops and applies computer and computational technology to the study by biomedicine question. It has two rules. As a technology, bioinformatics is the powerful technology to manage, search, and analyze big data in life sciences. As a methodology, bioinformatics is a top-down holistic, data-driven, genome-wide, and system approach that generates new hypotheses, find new patterns, and discover new functional elements. It complements traditional experimental biology method. A seamless combination of computational and experimental method should be the best way to study a biological question. Bioinformatics is a truly interdisciplinary. It's a study question in biology and medicine while developing and applying methods in computer science, mathematics, and physics. It's overlap with medical and clinical informatics, system biology, and synthetic biology. As biology in bioinformatics signifies biological question its study, many of which can be grouped under the conceptual framework from genotype to phenotype and the central dogma. Some example may help you to understand better. For instance, question sequence alignment. Are the sequence of two genomes or proteins similar? Could be homologous? How we can we find the closeness homologue of the genes we are studying for the vast databases? Can I use that no function of known genes to guide the study of my genes of interest? Given a, given a DNA data and genome sequence, how we can you find genes in the vast genome? How we can prepare the similarity and differences between two whole genomes and construct the evolutionary history. What are the synthetic regions between two genomes? How we can identify which genomics regions are methylated. At the level of RNA expression, we often need to find out which genes are differential expression between two organisms or tissue, between tumor and normal tissue, or between two differences developmental stages. At the level of protein, how do you identify the expressed protein from the mass spec data? Protein does not exist in the linear form in nature. Instead, they are folded into the beautiful three-dimensional structure in nature. How we can predict the three-dimensional structure of protein from its sequence? Molecule does not exist or function in isolation. Instead, they form complex molecular network. Furthermore, with this data and research, how we can be simulate our virtual cell. Last but not the least, how do you compare different people genomes and the use population genetics approach to compare genomes of the ill and the healthy and identify the genes mutation that cause diseases? From this example, we can see that there is many interesting and important questions in the life science that await for bioinformatics investigation. Seeing bioinformatics from the another angle, the informatics in bioinformatics signifies the information and computational method to manage, search, and analyze data. The team ran along the axis from data to discovery. First, the storage index searched terabyte to petabyte, a big data in your advanced databases. Just imagine your laptop probably have several gigabytes of hard disk. However, just one set of experimental often generate one or more terabyte of data which is too large to fit your laptop. Managing such big data required advanced data systems. Analysis of noisy big data requires the development of many algorithm, software tool, web server. This make up a big portion of bioinformatics research. A traditional of bioinformatics since the early days till today have been make most algorithm and software open source. This was contribute significant to the borders life science research and the help of advanced bioinformatics itself as well. With these tools, we can do a lot data mining to discover new pattern and phenomena in life science. Finally, by integration of data and tools, we can build predict model of biological system. As more and more high throughput technology are used more and more life science, there will continue to be numerous new opportunity for technology innovation in bioinformatics. To meet this challenge, a new breed of professional that could collaborate and communicate with biomedicine researchers, clinicians, quantitative scientists, and bioethicists is needed to translate the genomic knowledge to improve patient outcome. In summary, bioinformatics is the central to molecular science research. And that's all the end of our presentation. Thank you.